Hello, this is Jim Duffy of Refining Fire Chiles. Welcome to our video series here on YouTube called Peppers 101. The main purpose and the vision I have for Peppers 101 is to expose people to different kinds of chilies in the hope that I will encourage them and inspire them to grow different chilies, cook with different chilies, taste different chilies. So that is the main objective here. We are also hopeful that future generations, our children and our grandchildren, will not just grow chilies, but get in the garden. We're hoping that this message I bring you in all my videos, which most of my videos are going to say this. So if it bores you, this part, then turn the audio off. But I really believe that we need to get our children out in the garden, even if it's a small garden, even if it's not just full of chilies, it's got all kinds of other stuff. We need to get them out in the garden as young as 2 and 3 years old and have them help daddy or mommy or aunt or uncle or cousin or older nephew or older brother, whatever you are to these young children. Get them out in the garden and show them the wonder of something growing from seed. God's creation, or if you don't believe in God, you can say nature's creation if you want. But I believe God's creation, part of God's creation, and show them how things grow from seed. And then let them help you with the harvest. Then bring your children into the kitchen and let them help you prepare the meal. And then, of course, as a family, share in the meal. And turn your phones off or put your phones in the bedroom. Don't be looking at your phones when you're at the dinner table. But have discussions about life, the future, things you enjoy. And part of that discussion can be about the things you've learned about different vegetables you're growing. There's a bigger picture here, folks. You can leave a legacy. So get your kids out in the garden and get them in the kitchen and let them do things with you together. With that being said, what you see right here is a cross. We believe it's an accidental cross. It's called a Mattapino. The story goes that a grower named Matt, who works in a nursery or has a friend with a nursery, saw some jalapenos that got white variegated leaves. These are variegated leaves. And even the jalapenos themselves sometimes got variegation in the actual chili, kind of striping. And so it was given the name after him, Matt. I don't know his last name, Mattapino. And people have been growing this for probably about 5 years, I think, sharing seeds with one another, trading with one another. And some people have been doing selecting the best, and some have not. So there's some varieties of Mattapino out there that don't do too well. Just to let you know, it's very fragile and sickly looking as a young plant. In fact, a few of my friends that grow and are excellent growers have said they failed at really growing good specimens or getting peppers to begin with. They did look very weak and sickly to me at the beginning, especially when you get all this curling on the leaves like this. But if any of you are familiar with the mutant peppers, which I'll never grow, they're so small, harding any seeds in them as a seed business, it would be difficult. The something mutant, whatever it's called, I don't remember, because I'm not interested in it. But they have weird looking leaves that are all over the place. But we're growing the Mattapino for the first time now in 2023. It is end of August 2023. We've got about a week left of August here in Northwest Georgia. What you doing, Dougie? What you doing? I know. You want to come over here. Anyway. But we've had some success with the Mattapino. It's got a very flavorful jalapeno flavor. But you get the cool factor of having the variegated leaves or even variegated peppers. Now, some plants have more variegation or white leaves than others. Back here, one of the plants has hardly any on the leaves. And this one here has it sporadically, the variegated whites coloring on the leaves. They ripen from green, of course green, to red. Here's an example of one. I'm going to pull it off. It's got a hole in it from bugs. See if I can break it off. Here's about the size you're going to get. Has some nice corking vertical lines on it, like the Zapotec jalapeno, which is an heirloom jalapeno. It's got some good heat, good jalapeno heat. Hold on a second. If you see me say hold on a second, a lot of times the viewfinder on my camera shuts off and I have to tap it to make it come on the touchscreen so I can see what I'm filming. So that's why I do that. So you're going to get small size. I'll call them small size jalapeno. I won't call them average because there's jumbo ones and there's average ones. These are small size jalapenos. You're going to get peppers like this. Ripening from green to red. So if you like an ornamental type of plant, now the tiger jalapeno is ornamental but doesn't have a real jalapeno flavor. It's a purple tiger jalapeno cross, and it's got all different weird colors and almost no heat, where this is going to be more like a jalapeno that has pretty ornamental designs on its leaves. And as you can see here, also on its peppers. See the whitening on the peppers? This is new for 2023. If you see this video before October of 2023, don't expect seeds to be online. They're not going to be online until probably mid-October. We have to gather the seeds. And just keep in mind that it's a very fragile plant and very weak in the beginning. So it's going to take a little bit of TLC, but don't give up hope. I've got these growing in full sun right here under the nets, and I also got them in partial sun in my back row of my plants. So let's go back there now. So here we are on the Mattapino plants in the back row area. Well, in my drip irrigation area. Those ones are hand watered. And here you can see that these plants are bigger. They prefer having a little bit less sun. Also, the ones you just saw were, looks like I had a little bit of aphid activity here. I sprayed some organic sprays though. They appear to be gone. I don't seeing them. I just see the aftermath of them being here. So here's some Mattapino back here. The ones that you saw in the 5-gallon pots out front that are in full sun, they were also transplanted later than these. So these have had a better start. That. So you can see the same thing. You're going to get small to average size jalapenos. That's about all you're going to get. Don't expect big jumbo jalapenos. Here's a nice one down here. Seems to be pretty good, pretty productive. Although, up here in the top of the plant, and you can see this plant here, this plant has some variegated leaves, but you can see as it gets to the top of the plant, the leaves are more regular green colored. So, but on the plant, I'm going to show you right now, you see all these regular green leaves, and you go like, well, that doesn't have variegated leaves. Well, look down here. Here we got variegated leaf. So it's going to have sporadic or erratic variegated leaves, and some plants are going to have more variegated leaves than others. It looks like it's got pretty productive here in the top part of the plant too. So a tasty jalapeno that has some pretty variegated leaves and some variegated pods too. Some pods will get some variegation. You get a little bit of white striping on the pods before they ripen to red. I'm not seeing that on any of these peppers though. So this is the Mattapino, and we will have seeds available in October 2023. This is Jim Duffy of Refining Fire Chilies, and I hope you've learned about a new chili today. Take care.